This is the placement of last resort.
Here's what you're gonna have to do. Once you get arrested, we have to give you a strip search, so you need to get off the wall.
An accused criminal is caught.
Know, this is our job. Get off the wall. Okay.
2 hours ago, he was arrested for aggravated assault.
We're not going to touch it, so just comply with us. Work with us on this.
Take your shirt off. It's only going to take 2 minutes. Because this is what happens.
He's in the 3rd grade.
Hand me your shoes.
We'll get this hard part out of the way. Bend your knees.
You see them come in, you see the little faces, the little bodies, and you're thinking, my God, this is somebody I would love to take home. And you got to remember where you're at. You have to remember where you're at. Don't stick your tongue out.
This is the juvenile detention facility, where the children are getting smaller.
Like my first week here, I would like cry every night because I was lonely and I wanted to go home.
Don't play with your food. What are you doing?
Unit 10.
Are you going to eat it or play with it? Because if you're going to play with it, throw it out.
It's where the county houses its littlest suspects.
Red shirts, line up, yellow shirts.
As they go through the motions,
No questions, no comments.
it is unsettling to see. They're not supposed to fit this system, but they're here.
When you're done, have a seat under your name tag.
We try to make our detention facility as non-threatening as we can to those kids.
Listen up.
But this is a jail.
Good job.
They sleep in a little room with a steel door that locks behind them.
Jonathan has been behind that locked door for 2 weeks, waiting to go to court on a burglary charge. He allegedly goes through doggy doors. He's 9.
What's your plan when you get out of here?
When I get out of here, I'm gonna probably go to Kentucky when we're dead. I only seen my dad once.
Let's get him swept out first.
Jonathan's constant misbehavior on the unit puts him in his room for up to 18 hours a day. He's tough, to a point.
I came in one morning and he was crying, and I go down to his room and he wanted his grandma. You know, he missed his grandma, missed his grandma, missed his grandma.
Mornings are hard for Jonathan.
You try to do as much as you can to give them a little bit of comfort, to let them know you care, but you want to let them know that you're going to hold them responsible and accountable for what they have done to get in here. Go sit down on your mat.
And what they're accused of doing is hardly child's play. On this unit, there have been alleged robbers, burglars, molesters, auto thieves at 8, at 9, at 10.
We're at the point where, like Eric says, that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde are the same person. Who's winning?
What we have to do is minimize the number of cute little kids who are going to end up being very scary adult criminals.
Just scrub really hard on that.
So they start from the ground up, teaching the most basic of life skills.
It's very sad for a child to come in and not know how to use a toothbrush, and to actually ask when they leave the detention facility if they can take a toothbrush with them.
What if you committed one of those like serious crimes?
Their lack of knowledge speaks volumes about where they came from and why they're here.
Just because you're a juvenile doesn't mean you're going to get away with it anymore, because people are tired.
Life on the inside is about learning self-control, but this place can swallow you up.
I'll talk to you. Come here.
Especially when you're 9. A breakdown from a boy who thought he was leaving for a group home today.
Who told you that?
My lawyer, the judge, my guardian, my PO, my family.
Everybody in here want to get out of here, Jeff. Phil, can I get a special visit for him tonight? He's about to explode.
Jeff can't understand the complicated process of juvenile justice.
You need to calm down. Loosen up. Loosen up.
But he will see a familiar face tonight.
I love you, Mom.
And you probably see him
I love
tonight.
you, Dad. I love you.
If only for an hour.
And it's depressing because you only get to see your family 4 hours out of a whole week. It's not enough time for me.
Ultimately, we have to be able to deprive a child of their freedom.
Visitation is allowed every other night.
And then I get counseling every day.
But most kids never see this room.
And you get kids that might get a letter from mom or dad, oh, I'm going to come visit you, I'm going to come visit you. Visiting comes and goes. Nobody comes to see them.
Let's hook it up.
On this night, 4 boys from Unit 10 get visitors. no one shows up for the other 13.
You want to get close, but you can't really get too close because you can't get too emotionally involved in their lives. 13, Gilbert.
10,000 Valley kids will walk through the doors of detention this year. 10,000. Even judges admit they have a hard time sleeping at night, wondering about them. Should we?